Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Pat Nacito. I'm the owner of Veterinary Marketing Group. If you're watching this video, obviously something struck a chord with you on the SEO or pay-per-click side for your veterinary clinic. Obviously, at Veterinary Marketing Group, this is all that we focus on all day, all night. We love it. It's part of our DNA. What I wanted to do is walk you through this simple checklist. Okay, this isn't every single veterinary keyword that folks would use. You'll see that it kind of changes depending on where you're at, but the high level area are the ones that you're looking at right now. And what you're going to find with this, as I go over this, is a lot of the times when someone is looking for a vet or they're looking for a doggy dentist, they'll put that in there sometimes. But in a lot of cases, they're just gonna put vet near me. They're gonna assume like that. Other industries like plumber, it might be my pipes are leaking or this problem or this issue. But in a lot of cases here, they know that they need a vet, and almost in any industry, you just want to make sure, as you can see here, the high volume keywords are taken care of first. And as you look to the left here, you got your keyword, right? You got your monthly volume, millions, right, of keywords for vet near me, vet clinic. You want to use the word veterinarian now. Google will know, and your Google My Business category is veterinarian. Okay, so you want to make sure you use that. Can you throw in the word vet here and there in your title tags and your H1 tags in your schema markup? Yes, you can absolutely do that. Actually, we really push to do that when we actually do the SEO work. We have a specific robust system that we use. We do a website quality audit, and we really have a lot of competitive intelligence that we do based on the area that we're focused on. That could be anywhere from Queens, which has 157 vet clinics in Queens alone, right? Or somewhere in the suburbs like where I'm at in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, where you don't have to spend that much time on that because it's just not that big or dense of an area, right? But people kind of across the country in California or Florida, they use words and terms differently, okay? But overall, this is what we found working with lots of veterinary clinics across the country, okay? So as you see this, you're gonna take the keyword over here, right? And then you're gonna place it right here with your city. What you're gonna see is sometimes it's not congruent, right? So if someone puts pet hospital, we know that even though there's 300,000, Google's main word for that is animal hospital. So you can kind of use that. And like I said, you can layer in those other keywords into the title tag or into other areas within the website. Okay. If you want to learn more about that, just reach out to us. There's a lot of training online about what that, the hierarchy of your SEO and how to use it. Okay. So as you can see here, as it goes down to the bottom, it's got a lot of different types of keywords, right? And you can see what you're going to use for each one of these. I do hope this helps. This is very important when you're building your strategy because you want to build your content strategy and your strategy overall around these keywords, right? Whether it's a content cluster, which I get into in other videos, a pillar cluster structure where you just build out different variations and subcategories of some of the services that you offer, right? So it's important to really use these. You're also going to find this, depending on the keyword and what it is and how you create the exact phrase, you're going to find that it'll range anywhere between $40 per click for the word dentist for Google guaranteed or Google screened in New York, right? So in New York City, it's $44 to pop up and be screened by Google up at the top. You'll see it. And there's not a lot of vets taking advantage of this right now because it's so new, but it's something you may want to look into. That you can be like first to market with this, but it's $44. Whereas in PA or in other more rural areas where there's less demand, it might only be $20. And then you'll find out the really expensive one. Sometimes, depending on your budget, you might want to move and just use an SEO tactic for that instead. The idea, it kind of looks like this. You kind of want to keep doing pay-per-click and paid advertising, but you kind of want it to start going down and then the SEO really taking over time as you build a solid content strategy each year and you repurpose information, creating video and educational pieces, right? So again, I hope this helps. Go through it. Hit me up with questions, via email or phone call. Also, this is just a small piece of your overall marketing strategy. If you want a checklist, a more robust checklist that goes over your entire internet marketing strategy, what I would do is you would look for this on my website, or I may have a link in the bottom over here. And I have a veterinary clinic's internet marketing checklist. And that goes everything from your website, all the things you should keep in mind, your calls to action and where they should be in top of the fold for your website to be excellent. Right. It also goes into analytics and how your scorecard should be set up. And then it gets into the usual your paid search and your regular SEO. Gets into Google My Business, right, which is a different animal and a type of SEO than what this is right now. Okay, very different, and we have some training on that as well. And then actually it gets into more of your upsell, right, in the customer value journey and the way that we work with vet clinics across the country. The customer value journey, there's a fifth area where we talk about ascension, right? So you've already got your customer, the customer's already paying for vaccines, or they're coming in, and on average, maybe they're throwing off $500 gross a year, and it's about the average 500 to 700 per customer, depending on where you are in the country, for veterinary clinics. But if you want to get that up there closer to 1,000, you have to be a little more proactive, right? So you want to educate and nurture, and the ascension phase, okay, of that is what we talk about. And that's going to be your email marketing and your relational type of emails where you're educating the importance of dental health or wellness packages or whatever makes sense for you where you're trying to upsell. Some vets, they're selling products, they're selling food, they have dog boarding, cat boarding, pet care, grooming. The idea is the more legs you have on your table, the more sturdy it is, especially when you run into issues when it comes to anything from a pandemic, which really didn't hurt the vet area that much. But again, go through this checklist, and I think you'll enjoy it. I actually do a video and walk you through that checklist and give you practical examples of what I mean by it. So you're not just stuck with a checklist where you don't really understand what it means. I hate that. I took the time to walk you through this, and we're even thinking about doing some type of webinar or boot camp or mastermind just to help vet clinics get this on track. Another area that we talk about is automation in hiring. That's an area that I find is a huge thing for vet clinics. If you tell me, Pat, listen, I'm busy. I'm so busy and I'm so all over the place. I got my tech doing 5 different jobs. They have to onboard the customer. They put them into the customer relationship management system. Then they have to send out a welcome email. Then they send out the emails to upsell them to other stuff. And they have to follow up with the appointments. They have to create all the files online. And, that's a lot, right? So we have ways of automating this stuff. And automation is important because if you can replace what your employees doing on a daily basis, and you can replace some of the stuff that AI can do, then what you do is you turn your employees not to data entry people, but you turn them into data scientists. And they like that. They can look at what's happening and they can take the information, and you spend that time actually with them doing more valuable things, like maybe helping you out, right, a little bit more. So again, we have a lot of training on that too with this. But enjoy this checklist, and please give me a shout if you have any questions. Thanks.